In the grand arena of technological discovery, there exists a silent battle over the soul of progress. The giants of big tech, those titans who shape the digital world we now inhabit, have long been praised for their ability to craft tools and systems that have changed the way we live. But as we stand on the precipice of a new era, one must ask, to what end do these tools serve, and who, or what, guides their creation? It would be a grave error to assume that the forces driving technology today are entirely benign or even fully aware of their destination. The creation of technology, like all human endeavors, requires direction, and this direction cannot be derived solely from the cold calculations of algorithms or the efficient churn of machines. No, the guiding hand must belong to something altogether more profound, something rooted in the deep soil of human thought, philosophy, and art. And this is why big tech, in all its grandeur, needs the humanities. To understand this necessity, let us first consider the nature of resources. In the world of technology, as in life itself, resources are finite. There is only so much time, so much energy, so much brilliance to go around. Choices must be made, choices about what to develop, what to prioritize, what to leave behind. But who decides which path to take? Without a compass, any road can seem the right one. Yet, without the guidance of the humanities, the path most often chosen is the one of least resistance, the path that leads to efficiency for its own sake, or to the enhancement of power, whether governmental or corporate, and herein lies the danger. Efficiency, in its pursuit of perfection, has a tendency to cast aside the very humans whom it was meant to serve. We have seen it time and again, machines replacing human hands, algorithms replacing minds. The march toward productive efficiency often leads to the displacement of livelihoods, leaving a trail of obsolescence in its wake. It is as though we are building a grand machine that, while marvelously effective, cares little for those whom it leaves behind. On the other hand, the pursuit of power, whether through surveillance, control, or influence, turns technology into a tool of dominance. When the aim of discovery is to expand the reach of authority, the result is a world where personal autonomy shrinks and the looming shadow of a bureaucratic state grows ever larger. It is not difficult to imagine a future where the great achievements of our age are used to monitor, manage, and manipulate every aspect of our lives. But must this be our fate? Are we doomed to become cogs in a machine of our own making, or subjects in an empire of data? The answer lies in the direction we choose to take. And this is where the humanities play their crucial role. The humanities, those varied fields of study that explore the depths of human experience, offer us more than just a mirror to the past. They provide us with the vision to see beyond the immediate, the courage to influence the inevitable, and the wisdom to choose what is truly worthwhile. They remind us that technology should not merely serve to make us stronger or faster, but to make us more fully human. Consider the majesty of literature, which opens windows to the souls of others, allowing us to understand lives vastly different from our own, or the awe inspired by philosophy, which dares to ask the questions that have no easy answers. These are not mere academic pursuits. They are the foundations of a society that values more than just the material. Now, when big tech embraces the humanities, it gains a sense of purpose beyond the next breakthrough, the next product, the next dollar. It begins to see technology not as an end in itself, but as a means to something greater, something that enriches human life rather than diminishing it. Imagine a world where every new discovery is not just a leap forward in capability, but a step toward a more just, more beautiful, and more enlightened society. But let us not deceive ourselves. This path is not the easiest nor the most profitable in the short term. It requires big tech to look beyond the immediate returns, to invest in ideas and people that may not show up on the balance sheet, but that build the very fabric of a great civilization. It requires a willingness to be amazed, not just by what we can do, but by what we should do. It also demands that we resist the allure of power for power's sake. Technology that expands government control, or that creates a new class of digital overlords, may seem efficient or even necessary in the short run, but it is a poor substitute for a society built on the dignity of the individual and the freedom to think, speak, and live without fear. The true potential of technology is not found in the sterile halls of data centers, nor in the gleaming screens of our devices. It is found in the imagination of a poet, the insight of a philosopher, and the empathy of an artist. These are the people who can tell us not just how to build, but why we should build. They can show us the difference between a world that is merely functional and one that is truly worth living in. In the end, the question is not whether big tech will continue to discover new things. It surely will. The question is what those discoveries will mean for us as human beings. Will they serve to elevate us, to inspire us, to fill us with wonder at the majesty of what we can achieve together? Or will they lead us down a path where we might lose sight of our own humanity, where the machines we create end up shaping us more than we shape them? To avoid such a fate, big tech must embrace the humanities as a partner, not just as an afterthought. It must recognize that the greatest discoveries are those that bring us closer to our own ideals, that challenge us to be better, wiser, and more empathetic. Only then can we hope to build a future that is not just more efficient, but also more human. And so, as we look to the horizon, let us remember that the true greatness of technology lies not in its power, but in its purpose. Let us aim for a future where every Let us aim for a future where every discovery is a step Let us aim for a future where every discovery is a step toward a world that amazes and inspires us, a world that reflects the best of who we are and who we can become.